Who can tell me what letter A is?
Okay, ready? Jesus Christ, the living word, is the true God.
The Bible.
The written word actually has wait, no, I know the last.
Okay.
Actually has one author, God himself, but I don't know.
Though written.
Oh, the written word by God.
How many people?
Oh, dozens of different people.
Actually
Actually has one author, God
Nice.
himself.
But I'm only gonna give you but I'm giving you half because I have to help you. Alright? Go ahead and take out your history books. Who can tell me what letter A is? Okay? It's a new week. Last week we saw that Olive and who else won? Tristan and Livy. Last week we saw that they won. Class. All right. Last week we saw that they won. So this week it's a new week. But who can tell me what letter A is? I don't answer people who go ooh ooh ooh. Everybody put your hands down. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can see you guys. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Liviana. Asia. Good job. Sorry. Okay. Class, we're not going to continue with review, and you can't earn tickets if you keep talking out like that, okay? All right? Who can tell me what B is? Put your hands down. 1, 2, 3, go. Cameron. No. What? Who can open? Put him down. Put your hands down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Shane. Africa. Nice. Okay. Adam. Okay. Who can tell me what letter C is?
We live in it. We live in North America. Dang it, tell me.
What did I say? Okay. Calling out like that? I'm not going to call you on you, okay, if you do that. We're not going to continue on. All right, that's it. No more review. Okay? Go ahead and turn to page number 18. We're going to keep on studying Sumer. All right? Sumer. Okay. Adam. Page number 16. Okay. All right, so on Friday, for those of you who were not here, we talked about the city of Sumer, okay? Sumer was one of the first civilizations in the civilization of Mesopotamia, okay? Tristan, can you tell us what Mesopotamia means? Land in between two rivers, okay? So, like our map showed, you guys actually turn to page 13, okay? Turn to page 13 real quick. There's our map right there of Mesopotamia. We learned that Mount Ararat was the mountain on which Noah's Ark came to rest. Okay, so Cameron and Ariel, make sure you have that highlighted. Mount Ararat. Okay, on page number 12.
Wait, I already have that.
Okay,
Wait.
Mount Ararat on page 12. It's the mountain upon which Noah's Ark came to rest. Okay, turn the page to page 14, okay? So we saw that one of these civilizations is in Mesopotamia was Sumer, okay? One of these civilizations was we said that a civilization was basically a country or a people who developed to a great extent in the natural abilities that God has given to them. So these people, they farmed, they They were herdsmen, and then some of them were even skilled workers, okay? So one of the early civilizations in the land was Sumer. Okay, one of their cities was Babylon, which was probably named after the Tower of what, class? Babel, okay? So Babylon was probably named after the Tower of Babel. Babylon was a city in Sumer, okay? Make sure you guys highlight farmers. Cameron, highlight farmers. The main occupation in Sumer was farming. Go ahead and highlight that, Ariel. On page number 14. Okay, page 14, farmers. The main occupation in Sumer was farming. Make sure, Cameron, open the door. Adam, turn around. Yes, ma'am? Yes. Here you go. Thank you. Okay. We saw, all right, farmers was the main occupation. Irrigation, which is supplying the land with water by means of ditches, channels, or sprinklers. Highlight that. Okay, irrigation. Page 14, supplying land with water by means of ditches, channels, or sprinklers. These farmers needed irrigation because this area reached up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. So they needed water for their plants and stuff for them to thrive, okay? Highlight herdsmen or shepherds. Some Sumerians were herdsmen or shepherds, caring for a large group of animals. Yes, Cameron? Did you have a question?
Oh yeah,
Tony, sit forward, please.
what's Babylon?
Babylon. You know what Babylon is. We just said that it was one of their cities.
I thought it
Yes, Adam?
Are we just going over it?
Yes, so that Ariel and Cameron can highlight, okay? Alrighty. Highlight inventions from Sumer, which was writing. And then Cameron, I see your Play-Doh underneath the cart, but we kind of did this on Friday.
Play-Doh?
Yeah, we had Play-Doh in class on Friday to illustrate pictographs or cuneiform. So Sumerians, they were kind of like the first people after the flood to use writing. So what they first wrote was they used pictographs, so they would use pictures to depict what they meant. So if they were talking about farmers, Cameron, put it away. I just told you to, it's underneath there, but don't play with it right now. You can play with it at recess, okay? Put it away in your backpack, please. Right now. Keep it in your backpack, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to take it away, okay?
Wait, what's the Play-Doh for?
I'm explaining it right now, okay? So, pictographs, they use that. So, for example, if they were talking about farmers, maybe they would draw a cow and a man to illustrate farmers. But then pictographs actually became more wedge-shaped, which was called cuneiform. Make sure you highlight cuneiform, okay? This form of writing, which was wedge-shaped, okay? Make sure you highlight wedge-shaped. Highlight wedge-shaped, Cameron. It's on page 15. Cuneiform is at the top, but wedge-shaped is at the bottom of the left-hand column. Writing became wedge-shaped. This form of writing became known as cuneiform. I just told you where it is, okay? Cuneiform is at the top on the right-hand side, but you need to know that it's wedge-shaped, which is in the left column, the very bottom, right above the cuneiform writing tablet. Okay, make sure you highlight archaeologists. These are people who dig up and study the remains of ancient civilization. All right, and then highlight that they invented the wheel. Okay, highlight they invented the wheel. And that was it. So let's go ahead and turn to page number 16, okay? Page 16, how archaeologists study history, okay? So this was kind of, let me just show you a picture, you guys. This was a form of Sumerian writing. That's not a form of Sumerian writing.
That's some good writing.
What in the world? Shh, class. Okay, if it's not going to work, I might just have to. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. We have to skip through everything in order to get to that last one. Shh, class. Okay. Some form of, okay, so we said cuneiform, wedge-shaped writing. These archaeologists, people who dig up and study the remains of ancient civilization. All right, this is a dormant volcano in the location of Turkey. Okay. This is kind of a video, I think. I'm not exactly sure what this one is. All right. This is Sumerian writing. So it's kind of like something that depicts cuneiform or wedge-shaped symbols. So this is what we did with our Play-Doh on Fridays, that we made it into like a little clay slate, and then we drew pictures in the Play-Doh.
How did you get it to look like that?
That's what their language was. That was their form of writing back then.
How did you get it to
Shh, Cameron, don't talk out, okay? We just flattened it, and then we drew in with like pencils and our fingers and stuff, okay? This is the Sumerian wheel. It looks kind of weird, but these archaeologists dug up these different types of remains from Sumer. Okay? All right. Let's look at the top of the page, or not the top of the page, but the concepts to consider. How archaeologists study history. Okay? Ariel, turn around, please. Page 16, archaeology. Okay? Cameron, can you please read how archaeologists study history?
Wait, what page?
Page 16. Nice and loud, please.
Archaeology is the study of ancient people by means of recovering, preserving, and
Evaluating.
evaluating remains from the past.
Go ahead and highlight that, what archaeology is.
Ancient, can I start reading?
Yes, you may.
Ancient, written records, old weapons, lunar coins, and pottery, as well as remains of ancient buildings are among the buried treasures that archaeology finds. These artifacts give archaeology the most helpful clues to what life may have been like in some ancient cities.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, so archaeology, we saw what your archaeologists were on Friday. So these people who dig up and study the remains of ancient civilizations, they study archaeology. How ironic is that? Archaeologists study archaeology. That's what they do. Yes. Yes, you may. Okay, so archaeology is the study of ancient people by means of recovering, preserving, and evaluating remains from the past. So just like we saw, what is geography, guys? What's geography? Tristan?
They're searching for old.
No, geography. Geography. We know what geography is. Ariel? Yes, geography is the study of the Earth's surface. What is the written record of mankind? Gavin? History. Okay. So archaeology is the study of ancient people by means of recovering, preserving, and evaluating the remains of the past. Okay. These people discover artifacts which give archaeologists their most helpful clues to what life may have been like. All right. Go ahead and read that second section, Olive.
Archaeologists begin to search by studying historical records, maps, and previous
Archaeological finds. Just go ahead. Keep reading.
Finds he then locates the place that looks promising for its dig or excavation site.
Mhm.
There are many
Archaeological.
digs in the Middle East because that is the location of some of the oldest civilizations.
Thank you. Highlight: an archaeologist begins his search by studying historical records, maps, and previous archaeological finds. He then locates a place that looks promising for his dig or an excavation site. Okay, so if people have been studying the Bible or old maps or old history books, and they see that the ancient civilization is on a map, nowadays they want to go to that place and maybe start digging up like a site where they believe different artifacts can be. Okay, so we said artifacts are, they give the archaeologists their most helpful clues. So artifacts would be something like what we just saw, the old wheel, the cuneiform, different things like that. That's what the archaeological finds are, okay? Go ahead and turn over to page 17. We're going to look at religion in Sumer, okay? Superstition. Adam, can you read about superstition? Religion in Sumer.
All those who were intelligent left impressive culture for men to study. Thus, Sumerians did not fly without theirs, but they turned away from the one true God and changed to make gods false.
Continue.
They became
Please stand.
very superstitious. Superstition is a belief that is based on fear, ignorance rather than on the truth.
Okay, go ahead and highlight that. Superstition is a belief that is based on fear and ignorance rather than truth. Continue.
Superstition often keeps people from learning all that God intended for them to learn, because it makes them afraid to study God's creation.
Thank you. Okay. Superstition is a belief that is based on fear and ignorance rather than on the truth. Yes, Adam. In a second, okay? We're almost done with this class. Okay? Superstition is basically something that is taught, and people are afraid of something that is causing them to not do anything. That is based out of fear, okay? When we're Christians, our belief is faith, okay? We believe in Jesus Christ. And in superstition, it's based on fear, okay? And ignorance. So an example of superstition would be when you go to the bathroom, you turn off the lights, and then you see a ghost, okay? That's what some people believe, and that's fear and superstition, okay? Or something, an old tradition of the past that they're like, don't do this because this will happen. That's kind of superstition, all right? It's basically on a fear or an ignorant belief, okay, rather than on the truth. And we know that that's not going to happen to us because we are Christians, okay? The Sumerians worshipped what God had created and gave no thought to God himself, okay? So that means when Jesus Christ created the heavens, he created the earth, he created the trees, he created the whales, he created all the creatures. These Sumerians believed in those things rather than the creator. They believed in the creation. So they believed in the sun, they believed in the moon, they believed in the stars, they believed in nature all around them, but they did not believe who made them. They did not believe in them, okay? Ziggurats. Can you read what ziggurats are, Shane?
The Sumerians built tall temples
Go ahead and highlight that. A ziggurat is a tall temple. Okay? For worshiping gods. Awesome. Thank you. Continue.
Ziggurat was built with in layers from the bottom layer to the largest. The next layer was a little smaller, and each higher layer was smaller yet. On the top of the last small layer, the people built an altar on which to offer sacrifices to their gods.
Can you please highlight that? On the top of the last and smallest layer, the people built an altar on which to offer sacrifices to their gods. Underneath ziggurats. Continue, Shane.
They left that the taller the ziggurat, the more successful they would be in reaching out to heaven, communicating with their God.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so these ziggurats, they were tall temples on which they worshiped their gods and they offered sacrifices to him. If you guys look on page 17, there's a picture of a ziggurat. Okay? On the last layer, the people built an altar on which to sacrifice to their gods. So we saw that they kind of built up. All right? So this was kind of like a ziggurat. So on the bottom layer was the biggest. Okay, and then probably had all this stuff in it. Then the second layer is a little smaller. The third layer, a little smaller. And then the last layer, this is an altar that they would sacrifice to the Lord or their God, who they thought was God. Just hang on to it for a second. Okay? That is what a ziggurat was a tall temple, and they thought that the taller the ziggurat was, the better and more successful they would be in reaching heaven and sacrificing to their gods and pleasing their gods, okay? I don't know about you guys, but I am so glad that we don't have to build a tall tower in order to talk to God. Aren't you? I'm glad that I can just go to my house, get on my knees, or sit on my couch and talk to God then. I'm glad that He can hear you if you just reach out and call on Him. And I'm glad that I can do that with my Lord. But these people, they built these buildings because they thought that that was something that they needed to do in order to reach their God, okay? Our God is the creator. Their gods were the creation. And our God can be reached, Gavin, our God can be reached anywhere and not just at the top of a tower, okay? So that's something that we should be definitely grateful for, okay? Turn the page to page 18. Okay, page 18. All right, so education in Sumer. The people in ancient cities realized the importance of education, and especially of reading and writing. So school was held in the temples, but usually only one wealthy attended class, okay? Wealthy people attended class in the temple, all right? The teachers were priests who taught the boys reading, writing, and arithmetic, as well as a trade for later in life. All right, different stuff like that. If you notice that only boys went to school, so that was one of the things that they did back then. Homes in Sumer. Livy, can you stand and read about homes in Sumer? Pick it up. Pick it up. Go ahead and highlight that. Okay, these two structures were the first structures built by the Sumerians, the arch and the dome. Continue. Prosperous.
Prosperous families usually live in two-story homes built around the courtyard. Less prosperous people live in one-story homes. The homes are constructed of brick made from clay. The walls were 6 inches out for some feet. Nearly
Thank you. All right. So the first people, or the first buildings were built by the Sumerians were the arch and the dome. They were the first people to build those, okay? The importance of the seal, okay? The seal was an instrument used to stamp an article or document, okay? Highlight that. Highlight the seal. All right, the most common type of seal in Sumer was the cylinder. Okay, highlight that. So basically, everyone in Sumer had their own seal. It was a mark of identification. So rather than doing like a signature or something, they had a family seal. So let's say you had a family of 4 in your house. Your seal would depict that you had a family of 4. So look at that bottom of the page on page 18. There's the cylinder seal. Okay, different types of cylinder seals. So there's the 4, maybe 4 horses, or a man right there on the left. That was a type of seal. The most common type of seal in Sumer was the cylinder. Each person chose the pictures and the words he wanted to say on his seal and then have them engraved onto a cylinder, okay? Make sure you highlight the cylinder seal. This cylinder mark on a piece of clay was the same as someone signing his name to a piece of paper, okay? So basically, when you would put your name at the top of your paper, these men or these Sumerians would just put their seal at the top of the paper, okay, or the top of something to indicate who they were, okay? The Sumerian kept his cylinder seal and clay as handy as we keep our pen and our paper. There was a hole in each cylinder through which a cord was strung so that the Sumerian could wear the cylinder around his neck. Laws were written on a clay tablet that bore the ruler's seal. When the people saw the ruler's seal, they realized they must obey the law. Letters were also sealed, as well as some books, okay? So that is the rest of our page. I think it just died. But cylinder seal, make sure you guys know that. That is the most common type of seal, all right? Okay, hopefully we can be quiet now so that we can review a little bit. What is archaeology? Tristan?
Search for like old relics.
Okay, yes, it's the study of what? Shane?
Old artifacts?
Not old artifacts, but kind of what? Okay, what are old artifacts from? What do you think? Adam?
Ancient people?
Ancient people. It's the study of ancient civilization. That is what archaeology is. Okay? The study of ancient people by the means of recovering, preserving, and evaluating remains from the past. That's what archaeology is, okay? What were tall Sumerian temples called? Cameron? Ziggurats. Awesome. What 2 types of architecture did the Sumerians create? Ariel? The arch and the dome. Nice. All right. So they created the ark and the dome. Some of the things we see in our world today, the Sumerians created. What was the most common kind of seal in Sumer? Tony? The cylinder. Awesome. Okay. We're going to continue on with our review. But make sure you guys have it down, skill sheet 3. Okay, that's for homework tonight, but tomorrow is quiz number 2, okay? Make sure, let's go over that right now. All right, let's review for our quiz. Okay? Quiz number 2, okay? What does between the rivers mean? Josiah? Say that again. Mesopotamia, okay? What was the main occupation in Sumer? That's something we learned on Friday. The main occupation. So there was herding and there was skilled workers. What do you think the main occupation was in Sumer? Tristan? Farming. Farming or farmers, they were the main occupation in Sumer, okay? What was the wedge-shaped writing of Sumer called? Wedge-shaped. Emmeline?
It was called the seal.
No, the wedge-shaped writing of Sumer. We kind of practiced that on Friday, remember? Liviana? No, not quick pictographs, because remember we said pictographs were kind of pictures that they would draw. So the pictographs turned into this kind of writing, the wedge-shaped writing that it turned into. Gavin? Sorry? No. Did you say Ephraim? What did you say? No. Close. Ariel? Cuneiform. Okay? Say it with me, class. Cuneiform. Cuneiform was the wedge-shaped writing used in Sumer, okay? So we did say that they did first use pictographs. So they would draw like a cow and like a horse or something, but that writing turned into cuneiform, which is the wedge-shaped writing, okay? Where did Noah's Ark land? Adam? Mount Ararat. Good job. Okay? Shh, Adam. All right. What is the smallest and coldest ocean? Olive? The Arctic Ocean. Nice. What is the warmest ocean? Tony, what's the warmest ocean? The Indian Ocean. Good job. Okay. You guys should be paying attention. This is exactly what's on your quiz tomorrow. All right? What is the largest ocean, Landon? Pacific. What is the ocean between America and Europe or Africa? What is that ocean? Liviana? Atlantic Ocean. Good job. All right. Okay, now let's look at our map, okay? If we can. I might be dead, but let's review our map. Okay, make sure you guys know where Africa is. Okay, make sure you guys know where Asia is, where the Indian Ocean is. Make sure you guys know where that one is. Antarctica and the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, who can tell me where the Mediterranean Sea is? Adam? Do you know where the Mediterranean Sea is? Yes, it's, well, kind of. It's in between Africa and Europe. Hold on, let me try and pull up my map, if I can. I think my computer died, but make sure you guys know that. Look on your page, the last page of your map. Okay. On page number 314 and 315, go to page 314 and 315. 314 and 315. Okay. Look at where the Mediterranean Sea is. Okay, do you guys see that?
Yeah.
You're not there yet. Page 314 and 315. Okay, do you guys see where that is?
Yes.
Make sure you guys know where the Mediterranean Sea is on your map. Okay? Make sure you guys know where the Indian Ocean is, and Antarctica and Asia. Okay? All right, go ahead and put that away. Okay, put your history books away. Take out your reading books. Or no, your skill sheet 3, okay? Make sure you guys do skill sheet 3 tonight for homework. Okay? I guess we can do it together. Go ahead and pull out your skill sheet 3, okay? Yes. Do you really need to go? We're going to be done in 10 minutes. You can wait 10 minutes, okay? All right, turn to page 5, skill sheet 3. Go ahead and put your name and your last name at the top. The date is 9/21/20. Okay, skill sheet number 3. It says label the locations listed below. All right? It says Babylon, Euphrates River, Mediterranean Sea, Mesopotamia, Mount Ararat, and the Tigris River, okay? So where you can find these is on your map on page number, okay, we just went over this, on page number 13, okay? You can find that on that map, page number 13, okay? Page number 13 in your history books, yes. Not right now, okay? A few more minutes. All right, page 13 in your books, that is where you can find the map for your skill sheet 3. So go ahead and work on that right now. Okay, and then tonight for reading is skill sheet 4, which I'm about to pass out to you, okay? Yes. Well, then you're just going to have to do that at home. Okay, awesome. Yes, please. Okay. You can tear it out and give it to me if you're done with it. Okay. Make sure there's nothing on the back before you turn it in. You didn't do the Mediterranean Sea. Okay. Skill sheet 4 for reading is due, and then skill sheet 3 for history is due. Okay, so you should be working on your map skill sheet 3 for history, and I just gave you reading skill sheet 4. We're talking about the Dead Sea Advantage, okay? That is your homework for tonight, is reading skill sheet 4 for homework. Yes, Liviana? Yes, and then turn in your skill sheet 2 from homework last Friday night, okay? Or not skill sheet 2. You already turned it in. The first one? Oh, number 2 for the reading, okay? We read which one did we do? Number 3, we did challenging greatness. You guys have your challenging greatness skill sheets. Thank you. If you're done with your history, you may turn it in, okay? Please turn in challenging greatness number 3, and then tonight for homework is number 4 for reading. Okay?